Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's been a while, but I'm back now. And this video will be the first in the occasional series called Excuses. Now I know that most people watching this are probably quite keen on creativity, probably do a lot of it themselves, probably do. But there are going to be people people you talk to who aren't quite as keen. If you've tried what I've tried and talked to people and say, in what way are you creative? It won't be, you won't always get a positive response. You'll get some people will say, yes, this is what I do, and they're really enthusiastic about it. And there'll be other people like, don't really do anything creative. So this is kind of a series about this. I've called it excuses, because although people think they're genuine reasons for not being creative, for not doing creative things, everybody can do it. In fact, that's actually what the first excuse is. The first two excuses I'd have thought of were very close, and I'll be doing the second one next week because they're so close. But the first two excuses are, I'm not creative and I can't do it. I did think for a while, is this one or is this two excuses? And I've decided it's two, because I'm not creative is about identity, about who I am, about who you are, and I can't do it is about ability, about things. So I'm not creative. Well, the thing about that is that from what I've said, you probably know from you may know from other things, from reading the Bible, that everyone is creative. Everyone is made in the image of God, and if we're made in the image of God, then we're creative. And the first thing the Bible says about God is that He created everything. It makes it very clear in most versions of the Bible. The first sentence is, "In the beginning, God created." God created. So, if we're made in God's image, which it doesn't say too many verses later, doesn't take too many verses to say, then we are creative. That's one of the things that is part of us, that is part of our identity, part of who we are. So if we're creative, if everyone is creative, why is it that some people don't think they are? Well, it could be a lot of reasons. It could be worry, it could be not understanding it, could be fear, it could be all sorts of things. They could have been done creative things in the past and not got a good response. But I think for most people, for a lot of people, when I talk about it, it appears to be just not really having a clear idea of what creativity is, what being creative is all about. Simply put, I would say that creativity is just the ability to take something that wasn't there and create and make something new. So whether that's making a cake, whether that's turning a job into a career, building up a business, any of these things are examples of creativity, examples of people being creative. Now you might say, and a lot of people might say, that those things like that, building up a job or a career, even baking, isn't art. And that may be true. It may not be art. But art is just one way of being creative. And there are many different types of art, hundreds probably of different ways of doing things. But art is only one way of being creative. A very clear way, obviously, when you've written a poem, story, painted a picture, whatever it is, there is something there. There is a real new thing that wasn't there before. But creativity isn't so much about what we do, but about what we can do. The potential for creativity isn't just an add-on. The potential for creativity is part of every single one of us. So whoever you are, however creative you feel you are, there is something in you that is creative. There is something in you. Something, as in me, something in you that actually can change the world, can change everything. And now that some people find that idea scary, and some don't. But whatever it is, each of us, me, you, everyone, has things in us which can change the world. And change, if we just change one person, one life, that will change the world. But we can do more than that. And we won't know how much we can do until we try, until we keep pushing, keep trying, keep pushing the limits, and just seeing what we come up with. But just remember, telling a joke is as much as an expression of creativity as painting the Mona Lisa or carving the statue of David. Though obviously those take a lot longer, a lot more time, and probably a lot more effort. But every time you tell a joke, every time you tell a story, even if it's a true story, you're telling some friends what happened, and you're putting the events in order. You're creating something new, something that wasn't there before. That's you being creative. You can do that, and who knows what else you can do. Try it. Give it a go. See what else you can do. Encourage other people to see what else they can do. And please, let me know the results. Okay, cheers. For next week, I will, as I said, I will be talking about the excuse, I can't do it, which I think is slightly different. And I'd just like to finish by saying thanks to Kathy and Phil, who are two people who did give me some other ideas for excuses, which I will get onto later in the year. But at the moment, I'd just like to say thank you for giving me your ideas. Okay, cheers, bye.